Thank you very much. And I must say that I'm a little bit shocked that people would be so critical of this bill and saying that this bill is not important. All of us know that President Obama, when he was running for president, made the comment that if he's elected president, you could build a coal-powered plant, but he would bankrupt the industry. And our friends on the other side of the aisle say, well, coal is having problems today because natural gas prices are going down. And so let's let the free market work, and coal's losing out because of these natural gas prices. But the truth of the matter is, if natural gas prices were higher than they had been in the history of America, under this administration, if they finalize the greenhouse gas regulation, you cannot build a new coal-powered plant in America. And so one of the things that this bill does is it simply says, no, you are not going to regulate the greenhouse gases with this regulation. The second thing that it does is that this administration has been more aggressive than any in recent history on regulating the coal industry. So the second thing that we do is we simply require the Department of Commerce to lead an interagency committee that will complete an analysis of key EPA rules and regulations and the impact that they have on jobs in America, on our ability to compete in the global marketplace, on the energy prices, on energy reliability, and on the benefits. What is so radical about that? An interagency task force to simply examine the cost of these accumulation of regulations, impact on energy prices, impact on global competitiveness, impact on energy reliability. What is so radical about that? And then finally, the third thing that it does is we say we're going to establish minimum federal requirements for the management of coal ash. Coal ash has been used in America for 50 years or more to build highways and to be used in concrete. And so all we're saying, we're going to set a minimum federal standard, and we're going to let the states enforce it through enforceable permits. And then EPA can get into the action if they want to, if the state fails to act. So I don't view this as anything radical. But if you go to any coal mine today and you tell people that work in those coal mines that this administration is not harming their ability to work, I think you would be facing a losing argument. And one of the things that upsets me the most about all of these regulations is that when Lisa Jackson comes to testify, she talks about all of the benefits from a health perspective. And I would be the first to acknowledge our air today is cleaner than it has ever been, and all of us can take pleasure in that and feel very proud of that and the effectiveness that the Clean Air Act has given us. So the important thing today is to recognize that there are diminishing returns in these additional regulations. And if you look at the cost to the coal miner and his family when they lose their health care, EPA does not look at the impact that that will have, the cost that that will have to society. But they look at models and they determine that maybe next year they're going to prevent 1 million people from having asthma, which is quite subjective. So this is a reasonable piece of legislation that simply tries to slow down EPA, particularly at a time when our economy is weak, when we're trying to create jobs, not lose jobs, and when we're trying to be and remain competitive in the global marketplace with countries like China that are stepping up the use of their coal. And we're sitting here with a 225-year reserve of coal, and I would reserve the balance of my time.